Dodgers fans, get ready because this MLB Tonight bombshell could change everything in the league. It looks like the Dodgers are on the verge of making a massive move to bring none other than Mike Trout to Los Angeles. And the trade package? Hold on tight. Bobby Miller, Dalton Rushing, and possibly more pieces heading to the Angels. That's right. Negotiations are progressing and could be finalized by the end of the month. But what does this move mean for the Dodgers, the Angels, and, of course, Trout himself? Stick with me because this analysis is unmissable. Trade context. For those out of the loop, the Dodgers already have an extremely talented roster, but second base has been an issue. Hye-Sung Kim hasn't lived up to expectations, and the franchise fears his inconsistency could hurt the team in the playoffs. The solution? Acquire one of the best outfielders in history and move Tommy Edman to second base, where he can play a more solid role. And that's where Mike Trout comes in. But the Dodgers have a specific plan in mind. In big games, especially in the playoffs, Tommy Edman will be the everyday second baseman. However, during lower stakes games, the team will give Kim more chances at second base to help him adjust to the system without risking crucial wins. When Kim is in the lineup at second base, Trout will be preserved, allowing Edman to shift to center field. This is a crucial part of the Dodgers' strategy, considering Trout's extensive injury history. The goal is to keep him as fresh as possible for the games that truly matter in the postseason. The Yankees need to keep an eye on this because this trade could completely change the dynamics of the National League. With Trout, the Dodgers would add even more firepower to an offense that already features Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, and Freddie Freeman. Not to mention the experience and leadership Trout would bring to the team. Trout's presence in the lineup is game-changing. Even in 2024, while dealing with injuries, he posted 10 home runs, 14 RBIs, and a .866 OPS in just 109 at-bats. Historically, he has been one of the most consistent and dominant players in baseball, boasting a career .300-plus batting average in multiple seasons and a .994 career OPS. That level of production makes any team significantly better. Why would Mike Trout want to play for the Dodgers? Now, why would Trout agree to this trade? First, he's a New Jersey native and has always shown great respect for the Yankees. However, for years, he has carried the Angels without making deep playoff runs. With the Dodgers, he would have the opportunity to compete for a title immediately while reuniting with Ohtani, his former Angels teammate. Another factor, the Dodgers have a strategic rotation plan to preserve his health. With such a deep roster, Trout could rest during less crucial series, something the Angels could never afford to do. This would extend his career and allow him to stay fresh for the most important moments. With the team's strategy of using Edman in center field on days when Trout rests, the star outfielder would get much-needed breaks without sacrificing team performance. This level of roster flexibility would keep Trout healthy throughout the regular season while ensuring he is at peak condition when the playoffs arrive. Trout's resume speaks for itself. An 11-time All-Star, 3-time AL MVP, 9-time Silver Slugger winner, and AL Rookie of the Year in 2012, he has accomplished nearly everything in baseball except winning a championship. The Dodgers offer him that missing piece. With Betts and Freeman providing stability, Trout wouldn't have to carry the offense alone, reducing his physical strain. Why would the Angels accept this trade? The Angels know that Trout, despite being a legend, has a heavy contract and has struggled with injuries. A rebuild seems inevitable, and this trade offers a promising path forward. Bobby Miller is a young pitcher with the potential to be a future ace. His fastball reaches triple digits, and he has already shown dominance in the majors. Dalton Rushing is one of the top offensive prospects in the Dodgers system, a catcher with incredible potential and advanced plate discipline. Additionally, the Angels could negotiate for draft picks and financial compensation to ease their payroll. This would allow the franchise to accelerate its rebuild and build a competitive roster in the coming years. Shedding Trout's contract would also free up resources to invest in other key areas, such as pitching depth and infield talent. For the Angels, this trade isn't just about what they lose, it's about what they gain. They get an elite young pitcher, a future franchise catcher, and potentially more assets. If they play their cards right, this move could set them up for long-term success. Impact on the Dodgers and the rest of the league. If this trade goes through, the Dodgers would boast one of the most feared lineups in recent MLB history. Betts, Freeman, Ohtani, and Trout on the same team is simply terrifying for any opponent. The offensive firepower alone would be historic, but Trout also brings elite defense in center field, something the Dodgers have lacked since Cody Bellinger's peak years. Defensively, Trout remains a solid center fielder despite past injuries. His experience and positioning make up for any loss in speed, and with Betts and Jason Hayward in the outfield, the Dodgers would have an elite defensive unit. Most importantly, the Dodgers would be protecting their roster for October, ensuring they have the necessary depth for a deep playoff run. Trout's ability to hit in clutch situations and his postseason experience, albeit limited, would be invaluable. This could be the final piece of the puzzle for another World Series title. For other teams, this move is terrifying. The Yankees, Braves, and Astros would all need to respond. Could this push the Yankees to make a move for Juan Soto long-term? Would the Braves look to strengthen their rotation? The ripple effects of this potential blockbuster could reshape the league. Conclusion: Dodgers fans, stay tuned. Negotiations are ongoing, and everything indicates this trade could be finalized by the end of the month. What do you think? Is Mike Trout to the Dodgers a great move or a risk? Would you accept this trade if you were the Angels? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more breaking MLB news. See you next time. Baseball Fire.